Alright guys, here we are from the trailer reaction. Today we're reacting to the trailer for the movie Overlord.
I love Overlord.
The game?
The game, where it's like heavy metal Pikmin and you have
Yeah.
to control these dudes. Oh, I've been meaning to go back and replay that because there's the sequel and an expansion and all this other stuff has come out and I don't think I ever finished it in the first place.
This will be nothing remotely related to that.
Does not appear to be related. Well, like, we should say, like, the thumbnail, I could believe that it's related. The fonts and the colors and
Yeah,
stuff.
I can see it.
But we have little screenshot things that were
I wouldn't even
obviously
be surprised
not.
if that's on purpose.
Right?
Yeah.
Bastards.
How many fonts are in the world? They happen to choose the one that's related to the game?
Well, I haven't seen it side by side, but this evokes my memories
Yes,
of the game.
this is not the same,
but
at all.
They should make a movie of that game,
I could see it.
right? To be subversive
Maybe.
and, like, unexpected. Oh, the bad guy. It's the guy.
But going into this, we know nothing about the actual Overlord movie,
Yeah. It's a horror movie.
and that's always of interest. Let's just jump into it. So this looked like, I'm like, okay, this looks like it's going to be pretty good. And then I see the bad robot thing, and I'm like, all right, J.J. Abrams, and this is going to be awesome.
Okay.
Then we get more into this plot, and we see that it's kind of like, have you seen Frankenstein's Army?
No, but okay, so are you building towards, like, a twist, though, where you're like, I thought it was going to be good, but then I hate it?
No.
Okay, good.
I
All right.
wrote all the way through this to
Yeah,
be like,
yeah.
oh no, this is gonna be interesting. Because going into it with the title Overlord and like the one frame we saw of a guy looking through like a keyhole or something, I was like, all
Yeah.
right, this is probably gonna be
Well-
like a Saw type thing where a guy
Yeah,
is like
yeah.
trapped in a room or some bullshit, and some guy's like, I am your Overlord, like maybe a
No, and then
like a human
right.
centipede type of situation.
And then there's like planes and stuff, and you're kind of like, okay, maybe it's a POW camp where
Yeah.
bad things happen or whatever, but it goes crazy.
No, this goes into a nice thing where we have a small battalion of like remaining soldiers. They come upon a like Nazi occult encampment
Yeah.
where they are breeding these like monstrous soldiers to fight.
Which is wonderful. I
Yeah.
love all that stuff. Every little piece of Hellboy or Indiana Jones, whenever they get into that stuff. And this looks like it's doing it well. You're actually
Yeah.
seeing crazy shit.
I liked how they had that big fake human size what do you call it?
Cocoon?
Like amniotic what is it,
Yeah.
embryonic sac or whatever they call it
Yeah.
thing in a normal female, but
like
it's
a
this
womb.
large, big like rubber womb.
I would have got, cocoon,
Yeah, I like
sack.
that.
Yeah.
Things that are because it looked like what it would be made of military fabrics and stuff. Like
Well,
it looked
and,
like
like,
time period esque.
I was just going to say, like, it looks like, from that time. I
Yeah.
hate, as much as I like campy bad movies, I hate when like you open that door and everything's like impossibly clean and like white and like very
Yeah.
like stark, and you're like, oh well, this
Now,
looks
things being
like
built into castles and prisons and shit.
Yeah.
Is something about it makes it well, it's just creepier. It's
Yeah,
better
it's like,
visual.
the
It's what you
real dirty
expect
stuff
when you're
in
fighting.
life,
The Nazis. You want to see them as this horrible, barbaric thing. You don't ever want that clean room scientist thing. You
Yeah.
want that mad scientist approach.
Right.
And you got that in this.
I've not seen Frankenstein's Army, but that sounds like
It's a
it
similar
fits that,
thing where like
'cause,
they're
yeah.
taking so like because this looks like they've made almost like zombie-ish type things, and
Yeah.
Frankenstein's Army is them reanimating dead soldiers and like stitching them together and making these crazy things, and
yeah, we see like flamethrower
Very
action
good.
and like running and the soldiers. It almost has like a dog soldiers vibe where we
Yeah.
have like a unit or the parts of a unit that are, being assaulted by some supernatural
Mm-hmm.
force, and they're figuring out how to like get around it. I'm looking forward to this. This is cool. J.J. Abrams, who I don't love, but I like. The trailer is a good trailer. It's very cinematic. The music drops and how the stuff.
yeah,
goes.
Hell's Bells how it
It's
goes
good.
in. The
Yeah.
moment you see that this thing get ripped apart from machine gun fire from below,
Yeah, those planes.
just
in the
makes you
beginning.
think like how shitty
Oh,
of
no,
the
it's
situation.
awful.
You put yourself in these people's shoes.
Yeah.
Where like you're just dying from you're trapped in a can. Like
Yep.
you have no defense. The best you have is you can sit on your helmet, and even then you still get ripped apart.
No, and like when someone just shoves him out of the plane and he's
Yeah.
just tumbling and has his parachute and all that stuff.
But probably
I was
saved his
like-
life.
I'd be like, that's very exciting. Because there's other planes, like not like it's a thing that's already crazy happening at a time when it's not supposed to. So other planes that are on fire are like going by very close, and he's like, oh shit, it's great.
I never thought about what religion the Nazis were. Because
Atheist?
you see a big pile of burning Jesus Christ statues.
They were at like I believe I'm an idiot. I believe they were anti-religion and they were trying to like get rid of all that in favor of like worshiping Mein Führer.
No, and that
Whatever.
makes sense. It's just
Yeah.
something I'd never even thought about.
Yeah.
You just you naturally assume like, oh, the Aryans and whatever, and I never really put any religion to them. And
There's been
apparently didn't have.
been some weird debate about that. When supposedly he made some comments about God and some comments against God and all that stuff. But It's neither here nor there. I love the idea of them using like Satan science to create super soldiers and all that stuff.
Certainly.
And reanimating the dead, and you see there's a great shot right at the end of the trailer where like a dude's face is like missing, but he's smiling.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, let's go. And
The
I'm like,
first
oh, that's
shot
terrifying.
you see with like a modified soldier, it looked almost like it was going to be a werewolf thing. It looked like they were in mid transformation or something, but. And not that that's impossible.
It still could be, yes.
Because the occult spreads through a whole lot of directions, and you can get some interesting things.
I hope it's kind of like not super explained, and they're just like, what are these things? And they come up with a name for them or something like that, and we're not like, oh, it's probably vampire. It's like, whatever. It's like, ugh.
No, so this looks great in my opinion. I think you're on the same side. That's 2 thumbs up, guys.
Still want them to make something about the game, though. But that can come later.
Let us know in the comments below what you think about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.